righty, JD here. Good to be with you. Good to be back after the 3-day weekend. Your 6'3" ATM of Informacion, rested and ready to be tested. Good to have you on board. Always appreciate when you take some of your time to spend it with us here on the program, where we like our flying a little turbulent, our women a little crazy, and our politics a little messy. Marcelo working the dials, Brad producing the program. Emails at the website, jerrydoyle.com. Poll question up there for you today. A growing number of states are adding hundreds of tax collectors. I put that down as revenue farmers to get more aggressive in tax collections. I asked the question, where should these bean counters be focusing their efforts? Should it be aggressive tax collection? Should it be aggressive cost cutting? Or should it be a combination of the both? Nobody said aggressive tax collection. Congratulations to all of you. Thank you for finally getting it. 79% say aggressive cost cutting, and 21% trying to access both sides of the lobes, saying combination of the both. We'll take your answer there at the website, jerrydoyle.com, or here at 800-876-4123 on the program, where intellectual anarchy is encouraged and nurtured for now. Hope everybody had... No, I'm going There's Brad throwing a turd in the punch bowl. After 3 days of just fun, frivolity, and all-around good times, he has to set the ominous tone to set the tone of the week as we go forward. Ixnay, disregard the ominous tone from Brad. It's too soon, Brad. It's too soon to throw anything ominous into. Was he? Was he? The ominous tone finger was ready to go. No, I got to be honest with you, as I always am, but I'll be even more honest at this moment than I can possibly be. I have not watched a single moment of news on television since 3:00 on Friday until about 4:00 this morning. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't bring myself to do it, and I didn't want to do it to you by ruining what hopefully was a good Memorial Day weekend, and coming back and coming out of the blocks with just oppressive, negative, nasty, downer news of the day, the perpetual just phlegmball that seems to be coughed up by the media ad nauseum. Don't worry, there's a lot of it out there that we're going to get to, but we're going to try and figure out a way to get into it a little bit slowly. It's kind of like maybe a glass of champagne before you start to do some heavy drinking. You know, just we got to kind of like ease into it. Just, what are you shaking your head no for? You don't do that? Like, you don't wake it. Like, it's like a mimosa. You know you're an alcoholic, but you just you just don't go right for the brown. You just don't go. You don't go right for the bourbon at 6:00 in the morning. You go, how could I drink without looking like an alcoholic? I know, I'll have a mimosa because it's very so, and I'll put a strawberry on the side of the glass, and then it's not only it's healthy. There's strawberries and there's orange juice and there's champagne. Then you work your way into the vodka cranberries, and eventually you get around to what has Brown done for you lately, a little maker's mark. But if you can, I'm just saying. Like, you ease into it's like food. You have an appetizer, then you have a salad, then you have a 64-ounce porterhouse. You don't start with that. You got to ease into the meal. It's the same thing with easing back into the news after we have been away from it for these few short days of some type of intellectual island that we were all able to swim to. For those of you who I saw out at the South Point on Saturday night who got to see Pablo Francisco, all I could say is, wow, I didn't get to see a lot of you after this show. But for those of you who caught the interview with Pablo on the show on Friday, everyone was like going, what was that? And I said to the guys, that is Pablo. He's 1,000 miles an hour, right out of the blocks. And I got to tell you, his show at the South Point, at least the one I saw on Saturday night, I was going to go back on Sunday, but I couldn't. Because I had a Memorial Day party that was going on, which was off the hook. It was great. And the Memorial Day concert, hosted by Gary Sinise, was phenomenal. Dennis Franz from NYPD Blue, he had a segment on that was awesome. But Pablo's show, if it was anything on Sunday or Friday like it was on Saturday, was just out loud, crying, fall down funny. This guy was, completely off the hook. Memorial Day party was great. Great food, great friends, great weather. It just all worked. And if anybody's looking for a really good masseuse in Nevada, I had to trick it out a little bit, guys. I invited a masseuse to my party to set up for the ladies that were present. so that they could get like a 30, 40-minute massage between the drinking and the swimming and the eating. And if anybody wants to know a good masseuse, Derek Kroll came out to the house, set up for 4 hours, did a phenomenal job. Send me an email at jerrydoyle.com. I'll send you his contact information if you happen to be in and about the Las Vegas area. Easing into the week, we're going to start today's show off when we get back from this break with Greg Allman. Now, for those of you watching this on Skype, I'm holding in my hand an oyster knife from 1976, the Silver Bucket in Daytona Beach, Florida. This oyster knife shucked oysters for Greg Allman. He's got a New York Times best-selling book out called My Cross to Bear. You know him as the rock legend from the Allman Brothers. The first concert I ever saw, Madison Square Garden, July 21st, 1973. The Allman Brothers. Greg Allman with us when we get back. The phone number, 800-876-4123. I'm Jerry Doyle. Stick with me.
This is the Jerry Doyle Show.